I'll do. Join me on my allotment for some digging. Now the idea is to dig a hole out behind there, which I have already started a little bit because it is solid clay. So I have had to loosen up the soil, but pretend I didn't say that and we'll just imagine that we're digging. Well, we are digging. Basically, down this whole fence line, my idea on the allotment is to create a windbreaker because it's windy. And not only that, creates a little bit of privacy by putting a conifer row in. And I thought, I've got this sat on the shelf and I never really get the opportunity to use it because we don't get days like this. So I figured may as well bring it out, do some digging and put it to work. And then I just brought some other little bits and bats out just to create like a little diorama type theme and make it look busy. Brooder tipper thing doesn't work, it's not powered, it's just there just to load up and yeah, carry that off and pretend we drove it. Now this is slow and it's very much trying to like rub your belly and pat your head at the same time. So it'll take a moment for me to figure out the controls. All this stuff's new to me. I just know it's ideal with having an allotment. Yeah. See, it can dig. It can really dig. Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's the one. Yeah, there we go. It's all very new, trying to learn the controls. And now it's going a bit slow again. It does this. It like has the power for a while and then it like dips. See, there we go, it's like losing its power again. Oh, focus on that. Ripping through the roots there. Wow. See, look at it lifting itself. Look at monster.
Quite strong, guys.
Wow, that way. Oh, that way. I need to like lift itself for some reason. You're not the best digger driver, so I've swapped the lipo and it's still very slow. Oh well, it's a little bit slow. It does it and it doesn't. It all looks a bit self-explanatory once you start looking at it. Just a bit hit and miss if it works or not at the moment. Look at the hole that we're digging.
The next day.
So today's a new day with a 4200 XL. And as far as the main boom raising and lowering, there was an air leak in the hydraulic line. So I've had to figure out how to bleed the system. And hopefully now it should be running and digging good. Now there's absolutely nothing online in regards to these, and when you buy them they don't even come with a manual, so you kind of just left to figure everything out. But it doesn't help that there's not much anywhere else. So I spent the evening dismantling the whole thing and figuring out what was what. I'd discovered an airlock within the system which was preventing the main arm going up and down. The bucket and the end arm there, which like raises and lowers a bit, extends, that was working fine. The rest of the system, as far as rotate and tracks, they work off separate motors anyway. It's only the hydraulic motor that powers the actual hydraulic system. So an upgrade that I will be looking at, because I have learnt why it possibly could be slow, is these are brushed motors, and the same on the little planetary gearbox there within the I don't know, turret sort of thing. Luckily for me, where I live, I've discovered there is a hydraulics place next to the pet feeds where we go for the puppy food. I've gone up there this morning and got myself a litre of anti-wear 32 hydraulic fluid, which is recommended for this digger. Now I had found some online which sold by a model store with an RC4 drive label on, and they will sell you 14 ounces of hydraulic fluid for £36.99, I believe, or 30, call it £35. I've just picked a litre of the same fluid up, it's branded differently, for £7.50. I could have got a 30 litre drum for 28 quid, but I don't need that. In there, there's a little valve, and I've had to top that up with hydraulic fluid. Now in the video, from watching it back while editing, I've noticed it's every time the machine is tilted on an angle like so, the oil was running to one side of the tank here, therefore preventing it from pumping in. So that's why it was working, where 1 minute it's working fine and the next minute it kinda just, I don't know, it goes dead. So we've sorted that issue. We'll get the pump going. And now it's moving faster as well. Still to kind of learn the controls of it, but that was ripping through a big root there and stuff, and it did it. But even with the machine on its side now, it's just working efficiently. Love it.
Let's get these conifers planted.
The plan is to get these conifers in there. So far looking good. A little more digging to go. Finish my tuner and get back to digging. I need to stop building and start playing. This thing is wicked. Like, I'm actually gardening. I mean, the thing digs. You do have to till certain areas, but the allotment where I am is just like hard, solid clay ground. So you do have to kind of till the area. But once you've got below the surface, the thing is just a machine. The next thing on the list now is a tipper to move the dirt. Anyway, the wife's here playing and she's loving it as well. Oh, I'll put you under pressure now, Anna. Like I said earlier, it's a bit more rubbing your head, patting your belly sort of thing. But yeah, now it's topped up with the hydraulic fluid. The system's been bled. Nice fresh 3S lipo in there. It's just, yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Hours of digging, hours of fun. When you look at the hole, you think, well, you haven't got very far, but when you're virtually digging a hole that size with a teaspoon, it does take a bit of time. However, looking at the hole and looking at my conifers, I should be good to go. So I have had to figure out a couple of issues in here, like I was saying, with the hydraulic fluid and stuff like that, and learning stuff. As it is with a hobby, every day is a school day. But the actual moment of truth is, can we get the conifers in this hole now? All done with a 4200 XL excavator, which I'm not going to lie, I did need to use a fork here and there just to help till the clay. But other than that, the rest of this hole has all been done with this machine. Amazing. Oh. Can you garden with RC excavator? Look at that! Yes, you can! So I'm going to plonk the other one in, and then basically what I'm going to do is then take my excavator and fill in around it. While the spring and summer's coming in and it's looking nice, I think I am going to do like a gardening series, but with the equipment. So yeah, it's gardening done differently. It's hopefully entertaining for you guys. It's definitely entertaining for me. I could have done this job in 5-10 minutes with a shovel and shoveling like a teaspoon out at a time, but it's so much fun. So what we're going to do now is crack on and fill this hole and pump. There, I can hear that spinning. So now we're just going to start filling around the trees basically. Now I do have just a 2S in here now rather than a 3S. I don't need that digging power. I've got all the loose dirt I've dug out, so it should be more than capable on 2. I do really need to sort the mixing out on this and get everything working like together smoothly.
If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more gardening with Scotty, then do subscribe, like, comment and all that, because I ain't got time for filming right now because I am having fun. So ciao for now.